You unwrap the gems from the cloth. You push the gem firmly into the indentation.
Birth, growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
You have opted to leave your galaxy in favor of another. Enjoy yourself, space jockey. You have opted to spend the rest of your life in the most uncivilized world you can conceive. You have often wanted to go back into your past and try things differently. Enjoy the next year, Graham. You've lived it all before. Now this is the life, a world of wine, women, and a quaint little term called precautions. You have opted to skip a large part of your life, eager to get it over with. The blue cliffs towering above the beach are totally unclimbable.
I have a feeling I'm not in Kalima anymore.
You retrieve the empty net. You don't seem to be able to catch anything at the moment. You cast the net into the tranquil sea. Upon retrieving it, you see that you have caught a large golden fish. It falls from the net and flops helplessly on the beach. You grab the flopping fish. Its mouth is wide open and its gills are extended. With great difficulty, you hold the fish as it twists and turns in your hands. You toss the fish back into the tranquil sea.
Thank you for not killing me. For your kindness, I will gladly take you across to the other side of this vast sea.
You carefully lower yourself down the steep embankment and slide onto the fish's scaly back. You hold on tight as the fish swims far out to sea. You slide off the fish's back and clamber onto the sandy shore of a surreal little island. The trees on this small island are tall, with spreading branches and huge fan-like leaves. This is it. The very same tower you saw in the magic mirror back in Daventry. This sand patch has a unique color. You hold your finger up in the air. You feel no wind, not even the slightest breeze. This is very strange indeed. Some writing has appeared in the sand. It reads,
"It would appear that you, my dear, are here indeed to help me. Walk to this sand and place your hand upon these words, and you'll see."
You place your palm upon the words in the sand. You notice some more writing in the sand near the portal. It reads,
"You may return, but pause to learn a way to flee this cursed place. My end draws near, so hurry, dear, and come swift to me in haste."
The two smaller palm trees aren't really tall enough to be worth climbing, and there is nothing in them that you'll need. You see that some coconuts have grown at the top of the tree. You remove an ample-sized coconut from the bunch growing in the treetop. A chunk of quartz rock rests on the sand. You pick up the beautiful stone of quartz. Three symbols are depicted in the sand. Perhaps each one represents an action that must be performed in order to establish an escape route from this strange place. Using the sharp blade of your sword, you slice the coconut clean in half. The milk spilled out of this coconut when you cut it in half. Consequently, it contains nothing that could be poured over the symbols. You fill the half coconut with briny water from the magenta sea. Some writing has appeared in the sand where the symbols used to be. It reads,
"Well done, my dear. You've come so near. A king's quest is soon to end. But if now you go, alone you'd know, our broken path would ne'er mend."
Suddenly, the sand begins swirling again. In place of the poem appears yet another portal. Twin lion statues are situated on either side of the door. It almost looks like they are guarding the entrance. The center of the door is hollow, about the size of a small stone. The circular gold object fits perfectly into the door's outer rim. As you place the quartz stone into the shallow hole, you hear it lock into place. Suddenly, the statues rumble to life.
The truth you will find from one such as I, for the other can only be mine. These words will provide you the means to get by. My companion Zone shall see you die. If you were to ask my companion if he knows the way through this door, he would answer, no. The first gave birth to all life. The second allows it to thrive. The third sustains all that wander it. The fourth will once a day hide. If you were to ask my companion if he knows the way through this door, he would answer, yes. The first carries all manner of weather. The second gives cause to be burned. The third is shallow, as it can be deep. The fourth, to bear fruit, must be turned.
You are inside a dark and musty tower. Stairs spiral their way up to the top. This is the biggest lion you have ever seen. He could eat you with 2 bites of his powerful jaws. His tail thumps repeatedly on the floor. Distancing yourself from the lion as much as possible, you hold the emerald in such a way that the window's light passes through it and shines directly onto his tail. Instantly, something begins to happen.
I cannot tell you how much I appreciate what you just did for me.
You are welcome. Who are you?
At one time, I was Agatha's suitor, when we were both much younger. Believe it or not, she was quite attractive in her day. But during the course of our relationship, I fell in love with another woman. In a jealous rage, Agatha transformed me into a lion to guard this door for the rest of my life. I have seen, or rather heard, many a pretty damsel spend the last of her days inside that room. Incidentally, I presume you have found the exit from this strange island?
Yes, but
Then I shall bid you farewell. It is awfully drafty in here. Strange, I didn't notice that when I was covered in cat hair.
There is a small pile of cat hair on the ground. You scoop the tuft of orange fur into your hand. The heavy wooden door is closed. You lift the heavy wooden beam that holds the doors in place.